Her name was Fig, golden Persian, blue eyes, an expression that had not changed in 2 years. She slept all day, every day, without apology or explanation. 18 months in a rescue apartment. Every visitor said, "Beautiful cat," and adopted something else. Then one woman said she just needed something alive in the apartment. Fig looked at her from inside the carrier and said nothing. She has not said much since, but what she did on a Tuesday evening at 7:40 p.m., 8 inches away, without a sound, changed everything. Her name was Fig, and Fig had a schedule. She woke up at 9 a.m. and moved to the couch, slept until noon, moved to the windowsill, slept until 3 p.m., returned to the couch, slept until dinner. After dinner, she sat on the kitchen counter for exactly 11 minutes, stared at nothing in particular, then returned to the left side of the bed and slept until morning. Every single day for 2 years, without variation, without apology. Her owner, a 27-year-old woman named Dana, had written the schedule down in a notes app because she thought it might be useful someday. It had not been useful yet. She kept updating it anyway. Fig was a golden Persian with blue eyes and fur so thick it collected dust like a small architectural structure. Her expression suggested she had opinions about everything and had chosen, carefully, to share none of them. She was not unfriendly, she was simply elsewhere, present in the room but located, somehow, just slightly outside of everything happening in it. Dana had adopted her 18 months earlier from a small rescue organization called Second Floor Cats, run out of a woman named Helen's apartment on the east side of the city. Helen explained that Fig had come from a hoarding situation, 14 cats in a 2-bedroom apartment. Fig had been there for most of her first year. She was healthy, fully vaccinated, and had never shown aggression toward anyone. She had also, Helen added carefully, never once sought out human contact. Dana said that was fine. She was not looking for a cat that needed her. She was looking for company, something alive in the apartment, something that breathed. Fig looked at her from inside the carrier with the calm, settled expression of a cat who has heard this before and has already formed her own opinion about it. Dana took her home. The first month was an education in complete indifference. Fig explored the apartment once, selected her spots, and did not move from them. She ate when fed, she used the litter box without incident, she did not knock things off shelves or scratch the furniture, or sit on Dana's laptop or meow at 3 a.m. for reasons nobody could explain. She simply existed, parallel to Dana, same space, separately. Dana told her friend Priya about this one evening. Priya asked if the cat liked her. Dana thought about it for a long moment. Then she said she genuinely could not tell. If you are still watching and haven't subscribed yet, Fig would like you to know she has noticed. Hit subscribe, she is keeping track. Month 4 brought the first deviation from the schedule. Dana had been sick for 3 days, a bad flu, the kind that makes the ceiling look unfamiliar and the hours run together. She had not left the bed except when necessary. She had eaten half a bowl of soup on day 2 and considered it a significant achievement. On the evening of day 3, at approximately 7:40 p.m., Fig walked into the bedroom. This was not unusual. Fig slept on the left side of the bed every night. What was unusual was that it was 7:40 p.m. and Fig's schedule placed her firmly on the kitchen counter until 8 p.m. Fig looked at Dana. Dana looked at Fig. Fig walked to the center of the bed, which she had never once occupied in 4 months, turned in a slow circle, and lay down approximately 8 inches from Dana's shoulder. Not touching. 8 inches exactly. Close enough to be intentional, far enough to maintain the established terms of their arrangement. Dana did not move. Fig did not move. The room was quiet. Outside the window, the city made its usual sounds. Dana lay there in the particular stillness of someone who is too tired to think and slowly became aware that the warmth coming from 8 inches away was doing something to the quality of the silence in the room. It was making it smaller, more manageable, less like being alone and more like being with someone who had decided, without announcement, to stay. Fig stayed until Dana fell asleep. When Dana woke up at 2:17 a.m., Fig was gone, back to the left side of the bed, back on schedule. Dana lay in the dark for a while, thinking about 8 inches. She did not update the Notes app that night. Some things are harder to document than a schedule. This is exactly the kind of story that deserves to be heard. There is so much more still to come from these two. The deviations became more frequent after that. Small ones, easy to miss if you were not paying attention. The way Fig would appear in the bathroom doorway on the mornings Dana was running late and visibly stressed, sitting there saying nothing, just present. The way she relocated from the windowsill to the couch cushion directly beside Dana on the evenings Dana sat with her phone turned face down and did not turn it over for a long time. The way she had begun, in the last few months, to sit closer than 8 inches. Not much closer, but closer. Dana thought about a 2-bedroom apartment with 14 cats, about a small golden Persian, learning very early that closeness was not always safe, that 8 inches was not indifference at all. It was the longest distance Fig knew how to close at the time. Today, Fig is 4 years old. She still follows her schedule. She still sleeps on the left side of the bed. She still sits on the kitchen counter for exactly 11 minutes after dinner and stares at nothing in particular. But the 8 inches is gone now, has been for a while. On the hard evenings, Fig does not position herself at a careful distance. She walks directly to wherever Dana is and sits down close enough that Dana can feel her breathing. She still does not meow. She still does not perform affection for anyone watching. She shows love the way she learned to show everything else, quietly, deliberately, in her own time, on her own terms. Dana still has the Notes app. There is a new entry at the bottom. It says, "Fig chose me. I just did not know what choosing looked like when it came this quietly." Some cats love loudly. Some cats love by showing up 8 inches away on the worst night of the week and staying until the silence becomes something you can breathe inside. Fig slept all day and did nothing for 2 years, and then, when it mattered, she did everything. Was there ever a moment an animal showed up for you when you needed it most, without you ever asking? Tell me in the comments.